XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
We're so excited. One of our favorites is here today. Brian Regan. Going to get him in a second. Oh, yeah, you can bring him in. Walter from Indianapolis. What's up, Walter?
What's going on, guys?
There he is. We're rocking. We're rolling. We got Brian Regan entering the studio. He's one of our favorites, and that's about it. What's up?
Man, that's really cool, man. I tell you what, you guys are blowing us out in Indianapolis, man. You guys need to come down. We'll have a big bash for the Indy 500.
Hey, that's not
awesome, man. Have a big giant wow banner we're going to make, man, and we're going to put it in the Indy 500 infield.
That's not a bad idea, man. We'd like to see that.
Yeah, we're going to do it. We got about 10 of us where I work. I was the first one to get XM, and I've got about 8 or 9 other guys turned on to it. And I signed up, man. I signed up for 2 years, so I'm good to go.
Cool, yeah. Thanks for spreading the virus for us. It's the O&A virus, right on, Brian. Dude. The O&A virus.
All right,
we got it. Yeah, man. Old boy told that chick the other day, that her beaver smelled like a basset house breath. That was it for me, man. I was hooked.
That's what got him. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, not that we try to be intelligent and highbrow. It's a line like that turns these people around.
Actually, that was one of Brian Regan's lines. He had a box that smelled like a basset hound. We took it right from his act. You know how filthy he is.
You know, that did ring a bell.
Yeah, Brian, we're doing this free play for XM this week. We're trying to convince people. They turned on the channel for everybody because we're a special little case. And you know why? Because you're friends with us. You understand how ugly it could get around here. So they're a little scared. So we're on this little premium tier. But they opened it up for everybody this week. So if you have XM, you can be listening to us right now. Right. And now we have to convince these people to continue listening after today. It's kind of like a telethon. And guess how much it costs to continue listening to us a month?
$400.
Yeah, exactly.
Per month?
$2 lousy.
Whoa.
And we're begging people to continue listening to us after today.
So at the end of the month, when these people are sitting down to pay bills, they got to sit there and work out their budget and go, Can we swing the O&A thing?
I think, yeah, the guy is toiling with the calculator, pen and paper, and his wife biting her nails behind him. He turns around and goes, "Honey, I think we can do it."
Well, if I order one less beer when I go out,
you know how Fridays I like to have 17 beers? Right. I'll just have 16. And then we can have O&A for the whole month.
And kitten, you can still go to college. $2.
$2 lousy.
Yeah, but now everyone's getting it for free this week. It's the last day of the free play, so now they're gonna Monday have to pony up.
Yeah,
pony up, people.
And I got to tell Brian one other thing. Yeah, and if they want to continue, they could call 1-800-XM Radio or subscribe online.
I try to do that over at Caroline's. The first show each night is completely free.
Yeah,
and then if they want to come to the second show. You know, no one's taken me up on the second show.
No, huh?
No.
That's $2.
Yeah,
for the second
$2
show?
for the second show.
Yeah, Brian's playing Caroline's all weekend long, and you better call for tickets because all his shows sell out when he comes to New York.
Yep.
Yeah, here's the last slug line, and then we can move on here. Best of all, if you order this week, the Opie and Anthony Show, you'll get O&A for the remainder of 2004 at no additional charge.
For the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year. Now, look, it's only $2 a month to begin with. This offer ends Sunday, the 12th, which is kind of, let's sake of argument, it's like the month is half over.
Right.
So we have to read this nice bullet point so people could save $1.
It's $1 savings. You won't have to pay for the rest of the year. That's right.
That's great if it was February, you know?
Yeah, or if it cost like $40.
I like when furniture companies advertise that you won't have to pay until the next year. You know, like no one could sit down and figure that out. Well, it's November now. Yeah. We don't have to pay until next year for this table. We'd be crazy not to get it.
Make no payments till next year at Siemens.
So, Brian, you were on our last show.
Yes.
And, I mean, we've talked to him on the phone since getting this new gig at XM Satellite Radio.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, we only had to wait 2 years and 4 months.
2 years in exile.
That was the last time we saw you, face to face. 2 years, 4
2
months.
years. He was the guest on our last show, and I think that's why it was our last show. With you, potty mouth and FCC violations.
I know. I'm here to apologize formally.
Flying out of you like that.
Remember how uncomfortable that day was?
Oh, my
We,
gosh.
we were like talking in code. We were talking about the Sex for Sam thing by referring it to as the peanut butter and jelly incident or whatever.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Remember?
that. Yeah, we couldn't talk about it. The bosses had put a gag order on
And
us.
Brian is just in studio. He just wants to sell some tickets to his gig, and all hell is breaking loose around us.
He's
People
thinking,
were-
why didn't I cancel my appearance too? Like,
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have done that.
No,
But,
man, you hung in there until the end, and we appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no
so.
problem, man. So people were tuning in and hearing the peanut butter and jelly references going, what did Brian do?
Yeah.
What did he do with that routine that has turned so many people off?
The Catholic Church is so upset at peanut butter and jelly. I don't get it.
Yeah. So, anyway.
You've been very busy, as you usually are. Touring. How many shows you do a year, would you say?
I do 3 shows a year.
First one's free.
Yeah, the first one's free. The second one they pay for. And then the third one we just see how that goes. I don't know. You know, I try not to go out too often because I have a wife and children, I've been told.
Yeah, now this is something
You know,
you
so-
weren't a daddy 2 years ago, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
oh, you
got
were?
a 5.5-year-old boy, and
Oh,
we have a
but-
little baby girl now too.
But
so,
you had a little baby.
yeah, and
Wow, we
a
haven't
girl.
seen you in a while. I remember when you had your son. That seemed like yesterday. He's 5.5 now.
yeah, he's 5.5.
Wow.
And I try to be funny around him, and sometimes I just want to be myself, but sometimes, and he'll say things like, "Daddy, that's funny, just not funny enough for me to laugh." And he's not being a Weisenheimer. He's like,
That's what he
he's
feels.
just concerned about my feelings. You know?
Yeah.
You make people laugh all over the country, but you can't make your own son laugh. I love that.
He says it with a straight face.
Yeah.
It's funny, just not funny enough for me to laugh. Oh, I understand, son. I understand.
I'll try harder.
It's not worth my energy, Dad, to really give a good guffaw.
Have you done the snow cone bit for him? Maybe that one will make him laugh.
No, I don't want to perform for him.
You don't wanna do
I don't
material
wanna-
for him?
Yeah, I just want to be daddy.
You should
But-
set up a nice brick wall and a microphone and sit him down
But
there.
you know what?
Spotlight.
I
Spotlight.
got him for Christmas last year. I got him like a microphone stand, but like it's for kids. It's like a bright yellow microphone stand. It's a little one, and it has 2 foot pedals, one for laughter and one for applause. And I find myself so envious of his mic stand. I mean, if I only had the 2 foot pedals,
Right,
I know I could get through every show. I don't care what you guys do, folks. I got it right here. Ah!
What was it? Do you remember what that's called?
No,
Is it the
it's a
stand-up comic play set or something?
I don't know.
That actually has more dignity than playing a guitar on stage.
And the crowd would not even know that you're bombing because you blow
Every-
them over with the volume of the laughter that's
Every
coming out of the
joke
mic stand.
kills.
Uh-huh.
Every joke kills.
I don't need you, folks.
That's a little scary. I like that though. That it's even they've even got the niche for the stand-up comic dad. You know, like I can
Right.
understand. You go to the toy store, and if you're a construction worker, you get the little tool belt for your son. You know, you're a doctor. They got the little doctor kit for your son. I never knew that there was like a stand-up comedy thing.
There's
There
a
come
whole
little
aisle.
fake bottle of Jack Daniels to drown your sorrows in.
Yeah, and a hot chick telling you how much her boyfriend liked you.
Yeah, the little Barbie doll. You pull the string. Oh man.
That's great.
So that's
never
what's
knew.
going on there.
Good. And you're raising. I like that you're raising your children in a nice, wholesome city.
Yeah.
Where do
Out
you
in-
live now?
Out in
Vegas.
Las Vegas,
Vegas.
across the street from Siegfried and Roy.
Wonderful.
You know, they had local elections there, and they put the billboards on the side of the road with the candidates would have their name and then 2 one-word qualities. You're supposed to make your decision based on this. John Smith, leadership, integrity. Oh, say no more. That's what I'm looking for right there. The only way that would be helpful is if his opponent had a billboard right next to it. Steve Roberts, laziness, thievery. Oh, no. I don't think so, Mr. Roberts. I think I like this guy on the left.
Why Vegas, man?
Yeah, how do you pick Vegas?
Well, because of my gambling and drinking.
All right, makes
Woman-
perfect sense.
Womanizing.
Womanizing?
Yeah. Is that a verb? Womanized.
Womanized.
I'm going to go out and do some womanizing tonight. My wife's family's from there. So,
Oh.
yeah. When we knew we were going to have another child, I wanted her to have some help when I did go out on the road,
Right.
So.
Did you not want to move to Vegas?
No, I like it.
Was it? I know you
She's
like
not,
it now.
She's not listening right now.
I know you like
Tell
it
us the
now.
truth.
not?
Tell us the truth, Brian.
No, I love it. I truly do.
Because some guys are forced to maybe make some, and some women are forced to make moves based on the guy's job or something like that. But it just,
I like it there, man.
You like it?
I like getting out of because I was living in L.A. and the whole L.A. thing was, getting a little tiring. You ask
Yeah.
people in L.A. how you doing. I've got an audition tomorrow. I've got a script come in through the fax machine. I just wanted to know how you were doing, man. I'm up for a pilot. Okay, relax.
Can you take my breakfast order now?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yes. Congratulations. I'll take another orange juice.
Let's go to the phone and talk to Toolbag. What's up, Toolbag?
Good morning, dildos. How are you?
Very
we're
good.
Going well. What's going on with
this
you?
is
Nothing much. I just had some eggs for breakfast,
You just had some eggs for breakfast?
and I was wondering if Brian ever put dirt in a cup.
Oh, no.
That is the worst setup I've ever heard.
Brian's used to the bad setups on this
Well,
show.
but that was the worst ever.
I just had some breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Tool bag?
Toolbag, yeah, from New Orleans.
That's a cool name.
From New
man.
Orleans.
It's the school. The whole school thing is about 6 minutes long, so I'd feel awkward.
Yeah,
He picked a nice long one, set it up badly. He
Every-
really did a good job.
Everyone else in the studio just get up and leave. He's going to be doing a school thing. This thing is about 19
we need.
minutes.
I think we need shorter setups.
Well, he
today.
gave away part of the punchline, too. The cup of dirt's a great, funny line.
Yeah.
It's a cup of dirt. It's great, and this idiot gives it away.
Hey, Brian.
No, he's a good guy.
He stinks.
He's
Not a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Brian, when you were growing up, were you into Evel Knievel like Anthony and I? I just thought I had asked that question.
Yeah.
I think that bit's only a minute 48.
Yeah, give or take.
Give or take a few seconds.
Yeah. Evel Knievel. I saw him again the other day. He gets interviewed, and whenever he's on a talk show, the interviewer wants to ask him, what it was like at Caesar's Palace when he fell off the motorcycle and bounced around like 83 times. What were you thinking right before you fell off the motorcycle? What were you thinking? Oh, I remember thinking, hey, did I turn off the iron? Then my leg snapped in half. Then I was thinking, hey, maybe I should get a puppy. What do you think I was thinking? I was thinking, ah! Something like that, if I remember right. I believe I've crystallized my thoughts.
Yeah, see?
There you go.
That's a quickie.
That's how it's done.
The big yellow one's the sun.
So what did he call you guys? When
Dildos.
Dildos.
that's the difference between the other radio and satellite.
Oh, yeah, you
Brian,
can curse
So
here.
you get greeted with, hey,
Yeah.
hey, dildos.
Hey, dildos.
You're on the air. Oh, thanks, dildos. Am I on, dildos?
We're also
Oh.
called shit dicks if you really want to
hey,
know.
now you did it.
And that's going to take a little too long to explain to you, Brian Regan.
Whatever happened to gentlemen?
Well,
Gentlemen.
Kind of overplayed.
Call you guys gentlemen?
Kind of overplayed in the year 2004.
Years ago, when broadcasters used to show up in their suits and ties. It's radio, but they used to show up to work in the suits and ties. They were professional broadcasters, broadcasting the news, and maybe someone would come in and play the piano in front of a big microphone, and they would introduce them. Did they ever dream that there would be a medium where we would sit here and people would call up and go,
Yeah, shit dicks. How you doing? Dildos. What's that rumbling I feel? I believe it's a radio legend rolling around in his grave, and I can feel him right through the ground.
it's just how things change for the worse sometimes.
Yeah, like with Paul Harvey, like one of those guys that have been around for years,
For
like such a
years,
classic, you know.
Oh, yeah, and they just have such respect for the industry and the medium, and they hate shows like this where we pick up the phone to "Hello, dildos." it just degrades everything they've worked for. It's like building a monument, spending your life building a monument so people can go inside and have sex with hookers in it and just crap on each other.
Well, maybe he'll come around. Maybe Paul Harvey will change, you know.
Come around, yeah.
Yeah, and go, I was having sex with... I can't do a Paul Harvey.
Well, I thought all of a sudden Johnny Carson had taken over Paul Harvey's...
I do one voice. He's pretty much interchangeable with anyone.
Having sex when...
Hey, Tom in Jersey has a question for Brian Regan.
Get off at the Slauson. Cut off your Slauson.
Wow. Go ahead, Tom.
Karnak.
Yes.
Hey,
Great Karnak.
you guys suck.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Brian, I
Yes.
just was curious. While you're in town, are you staying at a friend's house or are you staying at a hotel?
Oh, that's a very good question.
That's a good question.
Because he is from
That's,
Vegas. He's
that's a
in
legitimate
New York.
question.
He's playing Caroline's all weekend long. Yeah, where are you staying,
Yeah, I'm
Brian?
actually staying at a friend's house, and I'm sleeping on their fold-out couch, which is it's. I get a kick out of people when people assume you don't want to stay in a hotel. Oh, you don't want to stay in a nice hotel. You want to stay with us and be uncomfortable for a few days. You know, I don't mind staying in a hotel. We won't have it. We won't have it. You're going to stay with us and sleep on our fold-out couch. What did I do? People don't sleep on their own fold-out couch. They have no idea what a torture rack the thing is. The mattress about the size of a crepe. There's a death bar going right down the middle. It's like you're sleeping in the top of a doghouse. Oh, yeah. This is nice. Feeling good. Feeling good about life. Did you sleep well? Yeah, once I got under the couch with the dog.
Oh,
Using their guest bathroom. People's guest bathrooms are sometimes like way too nice. They're like little museums. They should put like a velvet rope at the door, you know, and you could just look in. Oh, that's nice. Where do I go? You got some kind of bush? Because I think I'm underqualified for your bathroom. I go in there. I couldn't find any soap. They have like this little bowl of colored shells, which I finally figure out is the soap, and I'm afraid to use any one of them too much to get rid of the ridges. So I'm working my way around. And then I'm trying to carve them back in with my fingernail. Who messed up my shells? Now I've got a bowl of balls. It was I. I am Spartacus.
oh God.
Yeah.
God, that is so
I don't know if
funny.
that answers his question.
I think it does.
Oh,
Opie's one of the stay with people guys, though. You like when
You
you
stay
go
with
out to
people?
L.A., you stay with Bob Eatman, you stay with Greg Brady.
no, I didn't stay over Greg
You didn't
Brady's
stay
house.
over Greg
No,
Brady's
no,
house?
No.
You stay with Bob, though, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Well,
stay
there's
at
a
his
whole
house.
upstairs. It's better than just staying at a friend's house.
Who else did you stay? You stay at, like, when you went to Buffalo, I guess? Did you stay with friends there or
No,
something?
no.
Huh.
You're off on this one. I'm sorry
I thought
to say.
you did, because I'm completely with Brian on that one. I
love
hate
hotels.
staying at people's
I
houses.
love hotels.
I even love crappy hotels over people's houses.
I mean, I like visiting people, but I want to be
Yeah.
able to say, all right, good seeing you.
Take it easy.
See you later.
Yeah.
I'm leaving your house now and not sleeping awkwardly here all night.
And no matter how comfortable they make you, it's never as comfortable as you'd be in a hotel. When you could just kick your underwear off and walk to the bathroom and leave the TV on loud all night if you want.
All right. Well, Brian Regan's in studio. He's playing Caroline's all weekend long.
I think the number is 212-757-4100.
Yeah, tickets are going fast if they're not gone. Before we continue,
Jimmy's a comedy club Rolodex.
No, just the, I remember Stress Factory
He's
in
shaped
Caroline's.
like one, too.
Eric, can you
Roly-poly decks.
Eric, can you cook my Pop-Tarts? It's morning radio. I got some Pop-Tarts. I just so happen to have these
Oh,
Pop-Tarts.
look at that.
Eric, if you will, give it to the intern to
What if
cook.
he doesn't know how? Opie, what if he doesn't know how to cook?
I don't know.
Well, hey, you
Pop-Tarts?
don't have to worry about that.
No?
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
they have directions on the box. They have 2 sets of directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now listen carefully, Eric. You're getting
Yeah.
advice how to cook
In
Pop-Tarts from
case you
Brian
don't,
Regan.
if you don't understand one set of directions, you abandon that whole track and get on something a little easier for yourself. They have a set of toaster directions, which, believe it or not, is more than one step. How could there possibly be more than one step? I can only think of one. Step 1, toast the Pop-Tarts. Go ahead, toast them. Hey, are you still reading this? But they've managed to break them into smaller increments. These are some of the actual steps. I would love to be in the room watching somebody who has to consult these. Number 1, remove pastry from pouch. Oh. Okay. I see where they're going with this. We're banging on all cylinders now. Number 2, insert pastry vertically. They're reading toaster directions. You're going to throw the vertical concept at them? Then they have a set of microwave directions. You can actually microwave a Pop-Tart. They just blew me away. How long does it take to toast a Pop-Tart? A minute? If you want them dark? People don't have that kind of time? I think if you need to zap fry your Pop-Tarts before you head out the door, you might want to loosen up your schedule. And if you look, it says microwave on high for 3 seconds. I'm not making that up. I don't think I want to wake up and be eaten in 3 seconds. The alarm goes on. Put them in. Dang, it's late. I got to get out of here. If you're waking, eating, and hauling in 3 seconds, you're booking yourself too tight.
There you go. That helped you out?
Actually, last week my Pop-Tarts were burned. So
They were burnt.
They were burnt, Brian. So
You put them in for 4 seconds?
I must have been 4 seconds.
You got to put them in for 3 seconds. It says it clearly right on the box.
I've ever seen burnt Pop-Tarts. They're that easy.
I would really like to set up a new bit, but I don't know any of Brian's new bits because I haven't seen him in a while.
We'll see him tonight.
Yeah.
We're going. We're all
right,
going.
man.
Everyone's going.
We'll just throw words out at you. Weatherman, eye doctor.
Are you trying?
Yeah, I want to hit a new bit.
Connor Peterson.
Connor Peterson.
Oh, God.
Is that Lacey Peterson reference? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bird sounds on TV
Hey,
when they're playing golf.
The Lacey Peterson thing.
Uh-oh.
You know, when they gave the the verdict,
Yeah.
for some reason they wouldn't show the verdict on TV. They had to just show a photo of them, and you could hear the audio. I have no idea why they would show the entire trial on TV, and then the verdict you have to listen to. But, you know, everyone knows what the verdict was, but, like, if you were the jury foreman, wouldn't you be tempted to just play around, you know? Have you reached a verdict? We have, Your Honor. Could you please read the verdict for the court? Yes, Your Honor. We, the jury, in the case against Scott Peterson, find the defendant not guilty. No, guilty! Guilty, I'm sorry, guilty. There were 2 boxes, I read the wrong one. I'm sorry, guilty. You know, just give him that little moment of,
Oh, my God.
Give him that OJ moment.
yeah, to give him that, and then he can think about that moment for the rest of his life.
when he thought he was off the hook. God, that is good. Not guilty.
That's almost a blue bit there, Brian. Are you changing your act on us?
I didn't use any foul language. I don't think.
I like a bit that conjures up a dead mother and unborn child.
Yeah.
He
I didn't
has
think
a new
about
daughter.
that angle.
Yeah, he has a new daughter.
Can
I
I
don't think he's-
speculate as to why they only show? I'm wondering if it's to keep the jury off TV. Is that a possible reason?
Perhaps.
Yeah, but they can show. A lot of times they have the camera on the defendant, and you
I don't
just
think
get
they
to
show
watch
the
his
jury.
reaction.
Maybe the judge just won't allow it because the media's such scumbags and want to spinning it towards the jury. I'm not.
Yeah.
They didn't show.
Maybe.
I didn't think they'd showed the jury in the OJ thing when she stumbled through all.
Orenthal.
We, the jury, find the defendant Orenthal, the juice.
It was her big moment, and she blew it.
I thought that was a joke. I'll tell you that when she said not guilty. Come on, now she's
Yeah,
gonna say
right.
guilty.
Now do that. Now the real part.
Where's the guilty part?
Where's the real? Where's the real verdict?
Hey, Dave, what's up? Dave checking in from Brooklyn. Hey, Dave.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm a huge fan. Brian, I've been always trying to catch a show anytime I'm in Brooklyn.
Thanks.
I'm in New York, but I was wondering if you can make my day and actually say the C word live on the radio.
That's not Brian's thing, man.
Cheese?
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez, well.
Yeah, I use cheese a lot in my act. It's a funny word, and yeah, I'll be happy to. Cheese.
He's not blue. You're not going to get dirty language out of him.
Well, I was hoping. You never know with him.
I've heard the word. I've heard the word.
Yeah.
What do you
Heard
think?
the S word and the
S?
F word. Yeah, all of them.
Kenny, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hanging with Brian Regan.
Yeah, I'm going to work today, and I need to get some donuts. And not sure how many to get, and I'm always a little confused when I'm picking them out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, I think I might be able to help you with that.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm familiar with these donut places.
This is the worst. These are the
going
worst
along with
setups
this.
ever.
Like it's,
Yeah, go along with it.
yeah, I feel bad for the donut ladies. People can't make up their mind. I don't know what it is about buying donuts, but people freak out. They go in there, okay, all right. I want a dozen donuts, and you have a lot of donuts. All right, I'm going to start with 4 chocolate. I want 2 twisty goos. I want a lemon twirler. I want a honey puff. I want a raspberry crunch. No, 2 chocolate. No, one. Put them back. I want a Bavarian apple crunch. Get the ladder. Hey, why don't you go out inside and think it over, huh? It's a big decision. Can't blow donut day.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit myself. I feel awkward going into like a 5-minute. And that is the
And
the end
that's
of the donut joke.
how Donut Day went. Another day in Donut Land.
I'm just waiting to actually go into a donut place and just have one donut lady recognize me from that bit. But it hasn't happened
it
yet.
hasn't happened?
No, it hasn't happened.
That would
Special
That'd
moment.
be funny. Brian in Sacramento. What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian Regan.
Yeah.
Great to talk to you.
Thanks.
Hey, man, I was watching TV the other day, and I noticed I was watching fishing. You ever watch fishing on TV?
Hey, you know, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. And it'll make you worry about yourself. I mean, you know, you're sitting there for 15 minutes going, I better get a life. I'm watching fishing. I'm not even fishing. I'm watching fishing. I'm too lazy to fish. I'm taping fishing to watch again later. And at the end of the fishing show, they roll credits. That's what kills me. There's like 90 people involved with these 2 guys fishing, and one of the credits is film editor. This poor guy. He's got to watch all the footage that's not exciting enough to make it into that final show. He's got to sit there. No. 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 That's when the mosquito got him. That was an inadvertent lurch. We can't use an inadvertent lurch. One of the credits is writer. I'm not making that up. Look at the end of the fishing show. Writer. What are they writing? Ooh, she's a beauty. Zing! Guy's got to worry about his lines. He catches a fish. You have a line. Oh, it's a fish. It's a beauty fish. It's a fish. Fish and a beauty. It's a fish and a beauty fish. He's a fish and a beauty fish. Okay, cut. You want to work on your line? You want some time in your trailer to work on your line?
Speaking of fishing, whales.
I just like how the
Whales.
I like how the writer on the program still uses a
Typewriter.
typewriter.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. He hasn't moved on to computers yet.
He doesn't have
No word processor, nothing. Just zing,
Imagine.
ding.
Yeah, still banging out a report on a typewriter like that. Zing. I had to do. I don't know how. I don't. When I went to college, this was before computers. I can't even. I had to write papers and stuff on regular typewriters with the whiteout and the whole thing.
Yeah.
What I would give to have my college years over again, and you could just use a word processor.
Kids these days,
They have no idea.
they got it easy.
There was the one thing you'd put under the typewriter, too. It's like a pad you'd push if you made a mistake, and you hit it and it whites out for you.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was modern.
No,
like
I
a little
didn't even
piece
know.
of paper with some whiteout on it.
Yeah. It would just white out for you.
Man.
The whiteout ribbon they would have on there where you hit
Right.
that,
Maybe that's
and
what I'm
then you
talking
hit
about.
Yeah,
the-
there was three. There was
Yeah.
like black, red, and then there was the whiteout ribbon.
Yeah, the whiteout ribbon. You'd hit this weird combination of keys, like you're Emerson, Lake, and Palmer playing something, and then wham, you hit a letter, and it would white it out.
That's what I mean, I think.
And they were looking, just going, well, they can't possibly get printing any further than this.
What is
We've
he-
reached the pinnacle.
I think we've maxed out on the technology. We have the whiteout ribbon
The whiteout
portion.
ribbon is as far as typing at home is ever going to go.
And you could never really read it once it was fixed. Like, what? She's a K-U-N-T. What is that?
I thought I fixed that.
I wanted to spell cheese. Let's say hi to Pete in Connecticut. Pete, what's up?
Hey guys, Brian, you're the absolute king. I swear to God, I catch your special every time it's on Comedy Central.
Thank you.
Speaking of fishing and pregnant women, have you ever? I mean, the other day I went up to this friend of mine who I thought was pregnant.
Oh,
and
my
it was
gosh.
Really embarrassing.
Yeah, man.
She wasn't pregnant after all.
Oh boy, what an awkward situation. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too, man.
Was it?
You know, you walk up there and hey, when's that baby due? What baby? Hey, at the zoo, the pandas. I knew they were trying to have one. I just thought we'd say hello and start talking about the fluffy zoo animals over at the zoo area, at the zoo area where they keep the fluffy zoo creatures. You know what's worse is when you guess somebody's gender wrong, because there's no recovering from that one. Hey, excuse me, sir, ma'am. Okay, okay, bye, bye, human, bye, person. Nice to meet you, individual.
I had that pregnant thing happen. We were talking on the show.
Oh.
Well, it was kind of similar. Pirates of the Caribbean, the DVD came out. It was the first day, and I kind of liked the movie. I decided to go buy it. And I go up to the counter, and the guy that's working the register, true story, he had an eye patch on. And I said, oh, wow, you guys are getting into it today because the movie came out.
Oh, like he was dressed like a pirate?
Well, he had the patch.
Did he have a shirt and a parrot?
I don't
anything else?
All I saw was the eye
Just
patch.
seeing eye parrot, you make fun of that too.
All I saw was the eye patch. I'm like, oh, wow, you guys are really getting into the release of the movie, He's like, excuse me? And that's when I realized that he probably just has one eye and he's covering up.
Oh, my
I was
gosh.
so uncomfortable.
I did a corporate gig one time.
Who's booking those?
It was some company, a small company, and they had like the owner who wasn't there for some reason gave like a video presentation to, that was like on the stage, and he had something wrong with his eye, and they pixelated his eye out. I'm not making this up.
Are you kidding?
And when he would move, the pixelation would move over his eye, and no one explained what was wrong with his eye. I mean, what was behind that pixelation?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's worth pixelating, why wouldn't you go get a patch if you need to pixelate?
Wow. And you never found out? You didn't ask
No,
somebody?
I didn't want to ask. It's like, hey, I didn't want to go on stage and have that be my opening thing. What's the deal with a guy's eye? Your boss. What was that all about?
The guy that's paying me.
Yeah, the guy that's signing my check, maybe.
Hear that whole audience go,
Ooh. You're not allowed to talk about that.
not the eye.
I don't know what this guy's getting at. We'll try it. Ken, what's up?
Hey, Brian, I just want to let you know you're the best. I saw you at the Strand in Lakewood a couple months ago. You're killed.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm getting ready to take my bicycle out, and I'm going to do some stunts. And if my 9-year-old paramedic's around, what do you think you should do?
Well, wow. Well, we used to do that when we were kids, man. We would make do the bike ramp stuff out in the street. And we put the cement block out in the middle of the road. That's one thing you can do, because that's where all the cars are. And you angle some wooden plank up to it. And the object is for one kid to get on his bike, ride as fast as he could, and see how high he could go. And that's as far as we planned. It wasn't until the first kid was flipping in midair. What happens now? We don't know. And he'd hit a mailbox. And then you'd have the 9-year-old paramedics running up. We didn't know what to do. Get some leaves.
We did that.
He had the easy part, though. He just had to lay there and hurt. The hard part was being the kid who got sent in first to tell mom. That's like the hardest part growing up, because if you were picked, you'd have to run in and be strong enough to let her know it's important, but not so over the top to freak her out where she couldn't handle it. So you would run in the house, hey, mom, hey, how you doing? Just thought I'd run in at full speed and, to say hello and, Kevin. Okay. Well, you know how like his right arm usually it bends like that? Well, it's not bending like that, but we know that you said you had to go get some milk later, so we were thinking since you have to go anyway, if you just might want to take him to the hospital. And if you get peanut butter, get smooth.
Well, now they have the peanut butter and the jelly in the jars together, making it kind of easy for you to make the sandwich.
That's true. That's a good observation, Opie.
Thank you.
I've noticed that.
Thanks.
I have to go check that out.
Thanks, Brian. And
is that like in the stores?
Hey,
we had a bird get stuck in our house the other day.
Oh.
Have you ever had that happen?
No.
Bird flew in the front door.
Oh, I've had a bat. I've had a few
Had
bats.
a bat?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I used to have when I worked in college. I was a what do you call it? Yeah, I was a bat. I worked part time as a bat. I was like Batman on campus. They needed a superhero. No, we had a bird get stuck in our house the other day. Flew in, couldn't get out, and so it's like horrifying for everyone. You're ducking, but we found ourselves actually like trying to reason with the bird. We're like talking, going, the window's open in the kitchen. The window's open in the kitchen. Like he's gonna go, oh, I'm sorry, what did you say? Oh, the kitchen. Okay, I didn't understand that because I'm a bird. Thank you, human being. I was checking the foyer. I'll reroute myself. Humans are smart. They know which windows are open.
You do turn into an idiot when something like that happens. You get a bird in there, and like you said, you're ducking. Because that thing flies. When it lands somewhere, everyone's all right.
Yeah, there it
you
is.
got like your ancient. It's 2004, and you're like a caveman with some net. You grab like the comforter off the bed or something, and you're gonna and you turn into caveman. It's just a hunting thing. It might as well be a pterodactyl in your cave. You just turn into this primal thing, and when it takes off, everyone you all herky and jerky like Ben.
We actually got beach towels, and like we rolled them up. You know how like you would make rat tails when you're a kid?
Yeah.
And we would.
Where you're snapping its little butt and laughing.
The bird trying to help him find the window. Like that's gonna do the trick. We're swinging beach towels. Oh, thanks for the aerodynamic assistance. I needed that little extra swoosh to find that kitchen window you had been talking about.
I'd fly out of here, but those towels are making a hell of a wind shear. I can't even get off the chair.
I was saying, in college, I was a security guard, I got to campus early, and there was a woman student who called from her room saying there was a bat in her room, and they called me. I'm from Miami. I'd never seen a bat, so I had to go to her room, and this bat was just circling like on the top of the ceiling, and she wanted me to get rid of the bat. And I said, what am I going to do, So she had a tennis racket. She was in the tennis. So I grabbed her tennis racket, and I just kept swinging at this thing, and I ended up killing the thing with the tennis racket. It was like, it was a horrible thing.
Wow,
So,
that really
is
sticks
that bad?
with you?
Oh, yeah. I haven't slept since.
I just can't picture Brian Regan taking
Killing
a life
something.
even out of a bat.
Man, it made me feel good. I laughed maniacally when it was wriggling in its final gasps of breath.
Zachary from Delaware. What's up, Zachary?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. We're hanging with Brian Regan. He's at Caroline's all weekend long here in New York City.
Awesome. Yeah, did he fly into town, and were there any delays?
Ooh,
there was about a 30-minute delay, and it left the gate on time, and then just sat there for about a half hour, and the captain finally gets on after a half hour. Oh, folks, let me tell you what's going on up here. Oh, I hope it's good. Has that ever followed with anything even remotely good? Let me tell you what's going on up here, folks. We found a big bag of money on board, and no one has claimed it. So the tower has instructed us to divvy it amongst all you passengers. Apologize for the delay. The problem is there's over $7 million in cash. And what we're running into, each individual stack is getting so high they keep toppling over. Can't apologize enough, folks, from the flight deck. Our apologies. It's never that. It's always, somebody put our engine in upside down. And there's only one tool in our galaxy that can fix this. And it's in Madagascar. The tower has instructed us to go to a holding area and remain there until anyone on board dies a natural death. Why do they always listen to the tower? I've never understood that. They never question the authority of the tower. Well, the tower's telling us to hold here. Well, what do you think? What do you think, Captain, about what the tower's telling us? Wouldn't once you just want to hear him go, the tower's telling us to hold, but you might notice I'm rumbling along the grass. You look out the right, you'll see all those aircraft lined up on the runway. The tower keeps telling us we're number 19 for takeoff. I say we're number 1. What's the tower going to do? Why, Iota? You never should have done that! You're right, I shouldn't have. I should have listened better. If you need me, I'll be up in the clouds.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's hilarious, man.
Oh, that is funny.
Hey, what time do we have to get you out of here? I mean, we'd have you all morning, but someone was telling me you have to be out of here soon, no?
About 8:30.
Oh, good.
He's
Okay.
got other things to do.
And you know,
today.
we don't have to break. We just...
That's right.
I know. We've been hanging out for 40 minutes already. We just hang. It's a hang, Brian.
What do you do, like, after you do some morning radio and then you take a little nappy before,
I do charity work.
You do some charity work quickly, yeah?
Yeah. Jim and I, we go over to the soup kitchens and ladle out the soup. And,
That's nice. Around the holidays.
Are there really such places?
I've never
kitchens?
been to one, no.
I always wondered about that.
You know what we should do for Brian is play Norton's mom's phone call.
I would love that.
Get Brian Regan's take on this, because Brian is probably the polar opposite of our fine Jim Norton here.
Married, children,
Jim is
responsible,
great,
adult.
No, I don't mean... well, yeah, he is great, but his personal life is a little different than yours, Brian.
Personal life.
Oh, yeah. Norton talks about hookers a lot on this show.
Yeah.
The ladies of the evening, if you will. And
His love of them and hate of them at the same time.
Like a simultaneous.
Yeah.
spends a lot of money on this hobby.
Right.
And, well, I guess it was about 2 weeks ago now, Jim came in here and told us all that he wants to swear off hookers, Brian.
All right.
He wants to turn over a new leaf. He wants to try to find a lady, maybe have a couple kids like yourself, maybe move out to, Vegas and start a nice little home life for himself.
Good luck with that quest.
Thanks.
He lasted 4 days, by the way, if
Oh.
you're keeping track at all.
It's already over with, huh? Okay.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
starting again. I'm on like 2 days now.
Yeah, he's starting again. He's up to 2 days, so it's good, right?
I want to buy a place. I'm just dumping my money in the prostitutes, and it's sickening.
So, Brian, Jim's mom called Jim and left a message. And, of course, now Jim doing radio full-time with us decided this would be great for the radio. And he brought in the phone call from his mom. Would you like to hear it?
Sure. I'd love to.
Not quite a call you would get from your mom.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever gotten a call like this from your mom, Brian.
Well, let me see.
All right, let's take a listen here.
Hi, sweetheart. It's Mom. How are you? Jimmy, I know this is a little awkward, but everyone's fine here. But we heard the radio show. We love it, by the way. And you were talking about giving up, ladies of the evening, which is a wonderful thing. But you know what? Dr. Phil always says replace something with something. So I was thinking, you have that nice gym downstairs. And, just for like 20 minutes to half an hour, and you would feel better. Use that. And also there's gyms in New York you could go. You could exercise, and you would feel a whole lot better. You'd lose a little weight, you'd tone up, and you relieve, tension and stuff, and you'd be meeting other people. I don't know, honey. I just thought it might be a good thing. I'm sorry, I'm interfering, I know. I'm thinking of you. Nobody knows I'm calling. So don't get offended or think I'm strange, but I am a mother, and I worry about you. You're doing so well. Everything's falling into place. This might be just one of the, the health thing. It would help you, sweetheart. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm not going to go on and on. I know it's not my business. But anyway, I love you, and I feel I can interfere because I'm your mother. I'm taking special license. But anyway, we're looking forward to seeing you at Christmas. I really hope you can make it. And anyway, don't be mad at me, okay, sweetie? I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Man,
There you go, Brian.
that was actually very nice.
Wasn't that a
you could
sweet
feel the
phone
love
call?
coming through.
Yeah.
She loves you very much.
Yeah, we get along
That's what
great.
I got out of that.
Ladies of the evening.
Ladies of the
Love that.
evening, Dr. Phil,
And she's telling me when she's like, you better, you could tone up a little. She's like, look, I've seen you. I understand why you have to pay, stupid, but for financial reasons, do a crunch.
She figures she's giving advice anyway. She might as well hit a few different topics at the same
I'm not saying you're wrong to get hoarse, but
Yeah, you know what else I just picked up this time around was the fact that it's not only getting rid of the whores, the ladies of the evening, and working out and relieving the tension, but meeting new people
at the gym. Yeah, maybe.
I just picked up on that one. Maybe she wants you to meet some new
Your future
people.
girlfriend could be on a Stairmaster right now.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. You can go meet some people and release some tension. And
You're going to meet down at the gym,
Stop being a filthy embarrassment to the entire family.
I just
the
can't
airwaves.
picture you in the gym like, hi,
Yeah.
my name's Jimmy. You are?
How is Christmas going to be after this phone call?
There'll be a lot of avoided eye contact.
So you just keep looking at the plate of food. Man, this is good. You just keep cutting.
More ham.
Man, oh man, I can't even pick my head up from this.
Hungry enough to eat a whore.
So, Brian, I don't think you've ever had a phone call like that from Mom, huh?
No, I haven't, but,
But God bless.
It's nice, though. You could feel like, she cares a lot about Jimmy.
But you know what? They could have gone the other direction where she was like all angry and upset. I mean, it was like, it was cool. That,
Or she could have encouraged me to get more. Like, look, don't listen to them. You got to pay to get it sucked. Who cares? Who's looking?
You need any extra money, I'll chip in for you.
What do you think your father does when I'm tired?
They're all natural and normal. There's no need to feel awkward about it.
Right.
They're listening. Brian's going to be at Caroline's all weekend long. I've just been told that only Sunday is available. The 8 o'clock show Sunday still available for tickets, 212-757-4100. Someone's asking about your website, Brian. Do you have one? Or
Yes, I have a website.
is it
a web address?
Yeah.
It's just my name, BrianRegan.com.
All right.
So that's
REGAN, right?
REGAN.
And when are you going to put out another CD?
I
That
actually
CD that you had out, brilliant.
Well, thank you.
You didn't make any money off it, because who makes money off comedy CDs these days? But
that actually worked out okay. I have a I have a DVD coming out very soon.
Oh, look at you.
A DVD?
Yes.
To show
I don't
off
know
how,
what that means.
To show off how handsome you are.
It's a technical term for a video.
Everyone's going to see how handsome he is, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's basically the whole point of it,
Yeah.
I mean, the material is almost like secondary. It's just so people can take a look at, how I look and, I'm into the grooming.
Sure. Yeah. You could tell.
Are you a metrosexual?
I don't know what that means, but,
It's guys that like to, keep everything neat and orderly, but they're not gay.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Straight guys with gay fashion sensibilities. It's not even. It's like guys who are like really neat and coiffed properly and all.
No,
that stuff.
I'm
do the
not
whole
that.
go get facials and manicures and
Absolutely, yeah. Go visit a sick friend. Just the.
Even that? Caring deeply about friends and stuff. That's
We're getting a lot of instant feedback for Brian.
Yeah.
Mike from Jersey writes, "Hey, Brian, there was a big lottery drawing recently, and I was watching a news reporter covering the line of people waiting to buy a lottery ticket. Have you ever seen this happen while watching the news?"
wow. Your listeners have some very pointed questions.
yes.
Yeah, it kills me, the lottery jackpot story on the news. It's the biggest nothing story, and they cover it every time. Whenever the jackpot gets high, they always send some new reporter down there where they sell tickets so he can show you how long the line is. There's some cutting-edge journalism. There's nothing to say. You have the two in the newsroom. We have a $180 million jackpot. We have our correspondent, Hank Edwards, standing by. down at the ticket line. Hank, what's going on down there? We have a long line. There are a lot of people standing in it. They want to win the lotto. Back to you. Describe the action down there, Hank. It's single file, and they're all facing that way because the cashier is over there, so they're facing the way they're going. I think they'd feel awkward if they were facing in a backward type of fashion and stepping up awkwardly in a backward way. So what they're doing is they're looking at the back of the head of the person in front of them, and if this one steps up, this one fills in the gap. It's like a pattern I'm noticing. That's a great report, Hank. Ask them some questions. Do you want to win or lose? I've heard him ask that. People in line. Would you like to win the lottery? No, but there's a gentleman a few behind me who mentioned he might want to win. You know what kills me about the lotteries when I don't know what it is about a lottery jackpot. I defy you to tell anyone about a huge lottery jackpot without them having to explain the taxes involved. What is it about that? Yeah. Hey, did you hear there was a $380 million jackpot? Yeah, but taxes, pay taxes on that. Yeah, I understand that, but it's still good, isn't it? Yeah, but they're gonna, like half that goes to taxes. Yeah, I know, but then they still have like $150 million. Yeah, but they pay a lot of taxes. Right. Okay. So it's bad. Yeah, it's bad that they.
There's always a buzzkill around. Buzz killer. I think we have time for one more call. Chad in Brooklyn. Chad, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? I'm sorry, I missed where Brian was going to be.
Caroline's.
See, it's stupid for me to call up to ask. I would have wrote it over the internet, but my computer's been acting up. Sometimes it has a mind of its own. You know what I mean, Brian?
What is that? That could be the worst setup ever.
Awful.
I thought I was bad with the setup.
I know what you mean.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have an old computer myself. I got to get a new one. I've got an old one. It's made out of wood. I got a nice oak finish on it. No, they've made like advances. This is similar to the typewriter thing. Yeah. I have this computer, but my friend let me work on his. He's got a new one. His anticipates what you're writing. I had never seen that. I just write on his MON, and the screen pops up. Monday? Wow. Yeah, Monday. FEB. February? Right again, Kimosabi. And then this thing pops up. It looks like you're trying to write a letter. Do you need help? Yeah, write the damn thing. Then I go home to work on mine. Mine tries. It's just not very bright, I guess. I write MON. Mongoose? No, Monday. FEB. Febreze fabric freshener? February. It looks like you're trying to write the Magna Carta. Do you need help?
Your computer's stupid, huh? Stupid in school.
My computer has the white ribbon in it.
It still has the ribbon?
Yeah, the white erasure.
Comes up across ribbon. The monitor.
All right, I think we have to get Brian out of here.
Yeah.
When are you going to come back and see us again, Brian?
Soon.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
All right.
It's nice to get that closure, Opie. This has been closure.
Yeah, definitely.
This is our last guest after right before we got fired.
Did you know that we were just so done after that show? It became that international story after you left.
I was on my way to the studio, and my manager called and said, I should probably just give you a little heads up of what's going on.
A little heads up. It's almost like you might see a lot of cameras outside the studio. And
it's almost like calling somebody on a cell phone when they're laying on their back going to that big circular saw. You know? Hey, just a little heads up. There's a buzz saw about 3 feet from your head. So I was like, okay, wow. So he told me the deal. But you guys have been, so great to me over the years. So I came in and I knew it was a little awkward, but I didn't realize what the ramifications were.
He could sense when we were both walking out with the box with our nameplate and pictures of the family and
I had
our desk blotter.
I had a wilted plant in mind.
A wilted plant, yeah.
And a Ziggy cartoon that I saved. That might have given it away, Brian. I mean, Jesus.
It was like the typical scene of the guy getting fired from like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
He's got the big box.
How'd you
Pack up your desk. You're fired.
How'd you find out?
It was the next week, because
did you find out from CNN, Fox News Channel?
No, my manager called me because you guys. That was a Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Monday.
Monday,
we
were still.
You weren't on live. They played a repeat.
Yeah, they were playing a repeat of some winter show. Remember that?
Yeah,
we were talking about the snow outside and stuff.
They have some really wholesome holiday winter.
They were trying to find clean versions of our show, like completely. And I'm not even talking just clean FCC stuff. They wanted nothing
because they knew everyone was listening. The entire press junket out there was listening and taping the show, so that they didn't want us the show to offend anyone. I think we had maybe 2 hours of material after 6 years of clean material.
We had to find 20 Brian Regan.
Yeah, I think you were on that.
Put them all
that
together.
week a lot. Yeah, it was the Brian Regan marathon.
Yeah.
Well, that was Monday, and then Tuesday they did another repeat, and I think it was Wednesday or Thursday of that next week that. You know, my manager
really
called and said,
bad.
I don't know. These guys are
done.
Are going away for a while.
Done.
A long while, over 2 years. Anthony Michael Hall blew us off that day.
Yep.
He was supposed to be on the show with you that day, but he couldn't. He didn't want to be part of the controversy.
Never happens with Brian though. Something like that where we'll get calls and go, you hear Brian isn't going to be allowed to do any stand-up for 2 years because of what he did on stage last night. It just would never ever happen.
Well, we'll see tonight. We'll switch things up tonight.
Yeah, let's see what you get going tonight.
Kellogg's people were upset.
We're all going to the show, by the way.
Thing. It's caused a big controversy.
We'll be at the 8 o'clock show tonight.
That caller earlier had mentioned there's like a C word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to find out what that is.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just close my show with it tonight.
Start peppering it through your act.
Yeah, it'd be funny if I just threw that like into every sentence and like never referred to why all of a sudden I'm horrific.
The horrified people, the looks on the people's faces.
Your cutest bit,
People bringing their grandmothers out. Hey, what is with these effing Pop-Tarts? These stupid old ladies. C's.
What a bunch of C's they are.
Hey, what's the baby do, C?
These donut ladies, what a bunch of C's they are. C doesn't seem to have the same effect.
Twisty
the letter.
goo, you see.
Don't you hate the fishing shows? All the fish smell like C's.
And just dropped jaws everywhere in the crowd as Brian hits the pedal at the base of the microphone to get a laugh.
Yeah, just to cover up the horrifying.
Whoa! Whoa!
Sometimes you'll listen to a radio show, and you know how you can't have on satellite you can, but on regular radio you can't have like a 4-letter word, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason they can have the first consonant sound and the first sound and the last sound.
Yeah.
Even in a 1-syllable word.
Yeah.
So like the C word, you'll hear the C and the T, but they'll bleep out the offensive UN part.
Yeah.
So there's...
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Boy, I'm glad I didn't hear the un, because the un...
That's the part.
That's the part that is so offensive, the un part of that word.
I like when they bleep it, too, in the middle, so you hear, like, the F word, and it comes out, fuck! It's pretty much it being sung. It's just like, shit and fuck and... Same thing. I don't think it leaves much to the imagination.
No.
We might as well play the F lesson.
Oh.
Going in a break here. But first, someone wants to thank Brian for stopping by. John in Philly. What's up, John?
Hey, Brian's definitely made the show worth the 6 cents today. I just wanted to thank him kindly for coming out.
Yeah, we figured out it's like 6 to 7 cents a day to listen to this program. When people are trying to figure out if they're going to pay for that $2 a month, it breaks down to 7 cents a day.
For the cost of 3 pieces of bazooka bubblegum, you can listen to the Opie and Anthony
I can't
show.
wait to see tonight because I want to see what it looks like when he says it's a sea of dirt.
Oh gosh.
All right, Brian, we want to thank you for coming in.
Thank
it's always
you
a
guys,
pleasure.
man.
Caroline's, only the 8 o'clock show on Sunday is still available. Call Caroline's right now, 212-757-4100. And we'll see you tonight at the first show.
The Sunday show is going to be my winter show. I'm getting some ideas from the winter show they
all right.
broadcast.
Very good.
Yeah.
We could maybe get a couple to have sex right on the stage for you, if you'd like.
All right.
We could assist the show a little bit for you.
Doing your act and stepping over naked bodies.
I'm open to ideas.
All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
As we go to break, it's the F lesson.